Hey guys, my name's Ryan, I'm an artist from South Africa, and in this video I'm going to show you how I go about customizing my hats, just like this one. But first, let's get some coffee. Alrighty then, so the drawing I'm going to be doing on the side of the hat is this one. This raccoon I drew while travelling towards the end of last year, just kind of reflecting on the day. So when I was looking at things to put on the hat, this seemed like a fun idea. So these are the markers I'm going to be using, POSCA paint markers, really fun, versatile material. I use them for customizing shoes and caps, surfboards, even drawing on canvas. So yeah, very neat material to be using, nice range, nice color range. So yeah, what you'll notice though when you first get them is that this nib is kind of a cream color. It's got no paint on it. So in order to change that and get the paint flowing, you just got to give it a good shake. And then just like dab down until such time as the paint starts flowing, and then you're ready to start throwing some paint down. So let's get to that. Right, so the first thing I like to do once I've got my design figured out is to actually map it out on the hat with a pencil first, just so that I know exactly how the design is going to fit on there. One could also just print out the design, cut out and then do an outline of that, then you know your proportions are all going to be correct. But in this case I just freehanded it, so yeah, I need to make sure everything was right first before going in to do the outlines with a marker. Once your outlines are done, then you can start blocking in all your colors. One thing you'll notice with a hat like this, a dark hat, is that you will have to do a few passes of a color. It does get absorbed into the dark fabric if you don't have a kind of base coat underneath. So where you might have to do 1 or 2 passes on a light color fabric, on a dark you'll have to probably do about 3 to 4 passes of it, depending on how vibrant you want the color to be. Right, so I'm pretty happy with how things are coming along. The raccoon's looking good. But I feel like there needs to be something in the background, so I'm going to add in something that I've done with previous caps, and that is just to put in a solid shape of colour behind, just to bring the raccoon forward a little bit. Kind of like I did here, but I'll be using orange instead, just to balance nicely with the blues that I've used inside the raccoon. So let's get to it. done with this trash panda. The next step is to make sure that the paint is properly dry before you go into sealing it. So to do that, just use a regular hairdryer, and I would sit with that on here for about 5 minutes or so, make sure I get to all parts of the design. If you don't do this and you're applying a sealer with a brush, it's going to start pushing around a little bit of color, which obviously you don't want because you're going to have to go in and correct it. So make sure that's properly dry. To seal this, I'm using a Dala fabric waterproofing medium. It costs about $8 or $9, and I apply it with an old brush, and that'll just make sure that the hat can handle light washing, or if I get caught in the rain, I don't have to worry about the paint starting to run on the wet fabric. So yeah, that's important to do. Let's get onto it, and then the hat is ready for wearing.
So you'll notice that I'm using the brush at quite an angle here initially. This is just to apply the medium more gently using the broad flat side of the brush. You could also use a sponge or a roller for this, and once you're done, get that hairdryer again and put that on here for about 3 minutes or so. That should do the trick, and you'll notice that the white layer on top of the design will also evaporate and disappear. With that all done, it's time for the finishing touches.
Alright, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any comments or questions about the hat, please do hit me up in the comments section below. If you'd like to know about future videos, which there should be more of, I'm still getting a hang of the whole videoing thing and capturing my process, then please do hit that subscribe button. If you want to join me on Patreon, that'd be awesome. You'll get to see my videos before anybody else does, and you'll also get a more in-depth look into my sort of process and thinking behind my different projects. Shout out to those of you who are already supporting me there. You guys are awesome. You keep the lights on, the coffee flowing, and I am super grateful for that. Anyway, until next time, cheers.